Hi gang, it's Doug. Welcome back to yet another board game channel and yet another episode of Mansions of Madness 2nd edition. We are doing the gangs of Arkham scenario, trying to find a murderer, which is probably a big horrible thing, and trying to prevent a huge gang war. The O'Banions and I can't remember the name of the other mob right now, but yeah, things are basically right now Arkham is a powder keg. So we did one turn first episode, and we already have an enemy on the board. All we did was we just looked outside, and this guy comes barging in and starts waving his gun. So clearly what we're going to have to do is attack this guy. We are going to start, we're going to go into investigation phase. Finn doesn't need to move because he has himself a handy little 38 revolver, which I'm going to have him attack first because this has got the highest base damage if it comes to that. So, first action for Finn is we are going to choose, that's a wee bit loud, we're going to choose to attack the hired gun with a firearm. You fire quickly at the figure, welcoming any advantage you can get. We're going to test agility. Oh wait, okay, let's read the whole. Roll 2 additional dice if the monster is in your space. That is not, oh well. And it will suffer damage equal to our test result. Okay, so his agility is 3. He does have a clue that we could potentially use. Well, that sucked. Anyway, yeah, let's go ahead and use his clue to turn that clue there into a success so we can at least do a little bit of damage to him. Whoop, 1. I'm going to continue. Alright, well, Finn, good job there, is going to try to shoot him again for his second action. They're going to attack once more, still with a firearm. You take careful aim and squeeze off a single shot. We're going to do observation, and he needs 2 successes. Observation is fairly good at 4. Oh god, we're going to have wanted to save the clue, aren't we? Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Nice job. So yeah, if you pass, that did not happen. If you fail, the shot goes wide despite your best efforts. Finn. Come on, I know you like to rely on your wits more than the gun, but it is right there. Okay. Well, next, well, we're going to have Min attack, because she does actually have a weapon before we are reduced to Harvey's unarmed combat. She has got herself the scalpel. So, Min's first act is attack with a bladed weapon. You clasp your blade firmly and swing it in a wide arc. Agility, and we need 2 successes. She can't use her clue because she is dazed. Yes, agility 4. Just making sure. Okay, yes, thank you. Min is able to do stuff. If you pass, you slice into your foe. The monster suffers damage equal to your weapon's damage plus your test result. Okay, so that's going to be 3. 2 on her result and 1 for the weapon. So we're going to go a 1, a 2, a 3. We're going to see if Min can finish it off with her final attack. Attack with a bladed weapon. You lunge toward your foe with a brutal stab. Gonna test her strength, and we need 2. Her strength's only 3. The odds are not good on this one. Oh wait. Once per round, you or another investigator within range may re-roll 1 die when resolving a test. Okay, I have to remember that. It wouldn't have helped Finn, because he needed... Yeah, he needed 2 more successes. Yeah, okay. And there's no point in using her ability. The most she can get, even if we roll successfully, is getting a 1, which is not enough. She needs 2. If you fail, your enemy drives its hands down into your wrists, throwing your stab off its mark. Which means, yes, we are going to have to... and have to use Harvey Walters. Let's see... No, his action lets people gain clues, which will not help, especially. Alright. It's down to Harvey. Attacking unarmed. I still think he's got a cane. Should still... Anyway. You throw a low punch at your foe's gut. Go, Harvey. And as the figure curls over to avoid the first hit, you swing your other fist towards the exposed head. Nicely done. Going to test his strength. And we need 2 successes. Ooh, okay. His strength is only 3. Oh, but you know what? He's got 1. He is going to use his clue. Could have... Well, you know what? Let's have Min use her ability. Once per round, you're another investigator, gets to re-roll 1, so we're going to put those out, and we're going to try to re-roll the blank. If we succeed, great, he's done it. If not, he can use his clue. Hey! Alright, didn't have to use up his clue. If you pass, your fists impacts your foe's temple, knocking it for a loop. The monster suffers 3 damage. Harvey should have gone first. So, because we only need to do 1 more. Are you sure you want to discard this monster? Confirm. Alright. Hard gun is gone. Harvey kicked its butt. Well, finished it off. If he'd gone first, he would have kicked its butt and done 3 whopping damage to it. Okay, that leaves 1 more action for Harvey before we have to go into the Mythos phase. Let me see, is there more we can talk to? No, we can't get anything else out of the hotel manager. That's all. Told you all that I can. Could move, or... move him up there to join Finn. Or we could just, yeah, let's go ahead and see what's on the streets outside in case we see anything especially notable. So yes, the main door to the lobby leads back to the street. A cobblestone street stretches off in both directions. Discard this Explore token. We're going to place Street 1 and Street 2 along with a door. Back in a moment. I hit advance before I should have, and I'm not sure if I have that one set up right, but check that in a moment. A diner on the... Have I got that the right way? Oh, you know what? I have got those. Which I saw the street lamp there, and I thought... I think it must be like that, but I will check again in a moment. A diner on the corner has a large paned glass window looking out onto the street. An irregular shaped pink neon sign in the roof reads Velma's in a cursive script. Oh, it's Velma's place. And nope, I did have this the wrong way. I actually want it like this, and we have 2 doors here now. A sign hangs above the door. to a curio shop. On the sign is the image of a skeletal cat's head, its jaws parted as if to hiss at you. Well, that's pleasant. Continue. This door to a small chapel has a large wooden cross hung above it. Oop. An odd glow coming from a small spot on the cobblestone street catches your eye. The street bends out of sight in both directions. We're going to place sight tokens there and there. You may move one space into the explored area. I think we might hold off on that until we can have a look in the... I want to search the scene of the crime first. So we're going to leave that be, which means that's it for the investigation phase, because it took us so long. Oh, just realized I forgot. Min can get rid of her dazed and restrained statuses. Should have happened at the very end of her turn. Yeah, that means we have to go right into the mythos phase. Okay, here we go. And, yep. The air is stale and filled with dust that threatens to make you sneeze. No immediate effect. Yes! That's the best type of mythos phase, where absolutely nothing happens. Alright, let's decide what to do for our investigators on the investigation phase. Alright, we're going to start with Finn again, because he is right here, and I want to have a look in that room, which I think is the scene of the crime, but I'm not entirely clear. Anyway, so, up the stairs is a door leading to some of the hotel's rooms. So for his first action, he is going to explore. A hallway stretches out before you with 2 numbered doors on one side. I will need to get the interior hall tile. Alright, there we go. We've also added a couple of wall tiles there. Those doors do not exist. This door is numbered 201. It has a brass doorknob and keyhole. You think you can hear someone moving around inside the room. This door is numbered, unsurprisingly, 202. It has a doorknob and keyhole. The wood flooring just outside the room is stained red. Okay, that. You may move one space into the explored area. That seems like it's where people died. Now, second action, we could have him move over there and end. But worried that if we have a look at that, we're just going to interrupt another gang member. What to do. Okay, I have an idea of what to do to get us. Okay, 1, 2, 1. Yeah, we're not going to get there in time. Unless... Okay, second action. Finn will move there. That will end his actions. So, Harvey next. For his first action, he will move 1, 2 spaces. For his second action, he's going to use Implant Suggestion. Action. Another investigator within range may perform 1 action. Then flip this card. We'll resolve the action first. That way we can get... Yeah, we're basically giving Finn... We're giving up our action to give Finn another action, so he is going to be able to open up that door and see what lies beyond it. Oh, it has a brass doorknob and keyhole. Attempt to pick the lock. Okay, it's puzzle time. Yeah, you attempt to pick the lock with a bobby pin. Pretty sure Finn would have actual proper lock picking tools, but we're going to use his observation, which is 4. Yeah, it's one of these. I'm going to think for a moment and see how far I can get through this. Actually, that took me all of like 5 seconds. It's a fairly easy one. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, that one was kind of a no-brainer. The door unlocks with a click. Glancing around to see if anyone was watching, you turn the knob and open the door. Do. Creak. The floor of the room is stained with blood, but otherwise everything else seems oddly in place. However the murder went down, it seems the victim put up little struggle. The victim's coat rests on the bed. He must have taken it off before he was attacked. A suitcase lies open on a wood table against the far wall. Its contents might tell you something useful about the victim. You may move 1 space into the explored area, which he will do. And that is actually the end of Harvey's turn. Now we have to flip over this spell card and see what happens. The connection pulls at your mind like a tether. We're going to test Harvey's lore, and we need 2 successes. Alright, Harvey does have a lore of 4, which is why we chose him. Okay. Yeah, we're going to spend his clue, which he didn't have to spend earlier. Yay. To convert this, which gives us a success. If you pass, your mind reorders itself. You may discard 1 improvement to improve 1 other skill of your choice. If you fail, then discard this card and gain another implant suggestion card. So yeah, we'll just give him the next one, and then off screen I'll shuffle that used one in with the rest. Okay, that wraps up Harvey's phase. Now, see what we can get Min to do. Alright, well, I don't want to send Min out into the streets on her own, but she can get to this other room. Wonder if we'll have to pick the lock there. Her observation... Oh, yeah, everybody's got an observation of 4. Which, yeah, means we're all pretty good at doing the puzzles. So for her first action, going to move 1, 2. For second action, we are going to see what's up with this. Oh, okay. We're not having to pick it open. We're just going to explore. You find the door to the room unlocked. It swings open, revealing a small hotel room with a bed and a few sparse furnishings. This may be completely useless, but we'll find out. Oop. I need to find a person token. Okay, a maid is turning down the room. The room is not yet ready, she tells you curtly. Please, come back later. Place a person token as indicated. Ooh, however, the maid's housekeeping cart sits to one side of the room. You notice a brass master key. Oh, hanging from the handle of the cart. Well, we don't need that. We handily pick the lock. You might be able to snatch it while the maid is not looking. I think we're going to pass on that. You may move 1 space into the explored area. Let's go ahead and do that. We might get a little bit of knowledge out of the maid. Actually, we are allowed to tap on any icon to see. Okay, yes, we will be able to question her. So, that is it for the investigation phase. Now on to the next mythos. Alright, what horrible things are going to happen? Yes, we're ending it. Mythos phase. This mythos event affects all investigators in small bedroom 1. Okay, that would be Finn. Oh, okay, I need to find a specific named person token. Yes, here we are. You are investigating the victim's room when you are startled to hear someone exclaim loudly, "What is going on here?" You look up to see a woman in a long brown jacket and what appears to be men's boots. She wears the six-pointed star of a detective on her chest and a felt mushroom hat on her head. Her long jet black hair is pulled back in a ponytail. This is Detective Alice Luxley. We've been nicked. This is a crime scene, the detective says. You need to leave here immediately. You begin to object, but she will have none of it as she herds you out of the room. Move one space away from small bedroom 1. Oh, the detective closes the door, shoot, to the hotel room and locks it. And if I find you poking around here again, I will have to arrest you. Meanwhile, a cacophony of creaks and knocks erupts all around you. This mythos event affects the investigator with the lowest lore. Is going to be either Min or Finn. Well, it seems only fair as Finn has had a little encounter here. Let's say that it's Min. The sound is unnerving, and you fear what could be causing it. I'm going to test her willpower. Is it will? Yeah, just will. And we need 2 successes. Okay, she's only got a will of 3. She can, however, now actually use her clue, if necessary, which she's going to do. Whoop. There we are, 2 successes. If you pass, the sound must just be vermin in the wall. If you fail, right, horror would have happened. And that is the end of that. Oh, okay. We'll do one more round for the episode. Gotta think about what everybody's going to do. Okay, well, we clearly need to talk to this woman. Maybe we can get her around to our way of thinking. So, well, before something goes terribly wrong with her, if we piss her off, she may just start chewing us out more. I'm going to go ahead and have Min speak to the maid about what happened. Can I help you? So we can choose as an action either what can you tell me about the man who died last night, or I was hoping I could borrow your master key. Well, clearly we are okay at picking that lock. So let's start with, anyway, what can you tell me about the man who died last night? I did not see anything, she says fearfully. I do know he was in league with some unsavory characters. I overheard him bragging about how he was going to make a lot of money working with the Sheldon gang. Doing what, I cannot say. And Min gains a clue. Continue. So we could ask her for the... She's not going to say yes to the key. Is she? No, she... No, she is not... There's no point in... And anyway, I'm not too worried about the lock. The lock itself is not formidable. It's Detective Luxley that is the problem. So for a second action, because yeah, I also do not want to attempt to steal the key. I'm gonna have Alice move. Let's move her out there. Yeah, in case we need to break up for things that might be about to happen. So I'm actually going to have Harvey come over and talk to her, because He's got himself the fine clothes. Maybe we can do a little bit of influence. Well, let's choose her first and see what our options. Okay, so we can speak to her or influence her opinion of you. So yes, first action, Harvey will move into the same space as the detective. And then it's not an action, at least not yet. Oop, focus. Influence her opinion of you. What is it? The detective asks brusquely. We can ingratiate ourselves with her or insult her. Why would we insult her? That seems unwise. No, let's see if Harvey can turn on the charm, do a little sweet talking. So for his second action, he will ingratiate himself. You attempt to get on the detective's good side. Yes, we are going to test his influence, which is actually a total of 5 with the fine clothes. And we're just going to punch in our result. Okay, so we got 3. So we're going to see if that is enough. 1, 2, 3. You strike up a conversation with the detective to try to get on her good side. She seems more affable by the time you finish. Okay, well that is all that Harvey can do. Those were his 2 actions. However, she's now nicer to us in general, so Finn, for his first action, will be able to speak to her. Our dialogue options are: sorry for intruding on the crime scene. I am trying to get to the bottom of this murder. What can you tell me about last night's murder? Or, I like your boots. I'm tempted to say I like your boots first, because maybe it'll make us even more friendly with her. Plus, I just want to see what she says when you say I like your boots. So first thing, Finn, Sly Dog, just says I like your boots. Thanks, but they're not mine, the detective says. They are borrowed from a fellow officer. I got mine dirty investigating a disturbance at the Vanderbilt estate yesterday, and have not had a chance to clean them. All right. I needed to see. So now we're going to go with second action. Sorry for intruding on the crime scene. I'm just trying to get to the bottom of this murder. I appreciate your concern, but I have this under control. Please let me do my job. Your interference will just make that harder. Yeah, okay, so that was a bit of a bust. I guess we need to actually ask her point blank. So what can you tell us? Alright, that's everybody's actions, which means, yep, dreaded mythos phase. Alright, here we go. We're going to end the investigator phase, and bloody handprint. Darkness descends on Arkham as night falls. Your investigation has taken several hours, and twilight has passed into night. You notice a number of dolled-up flappers and dapper fellas, it actually says fellas, disappearing down the alley at the end of the street. Detective Luxley turns and walks away, her dark black ponytail swinging behind her as she disappears from sight around a corner. Remove her from the board. Well, I wonder if we'd get a chance to sneak in there. Of course, we were very nice to her, so she may not suspect us of trying to do stuff again. The lights flicker, then die. Place darkness in each of the interior hall. Okay, so darkness. Interior hall is these 2 spaces. So, yeah, our fellas are in the dark. I'm glad I had Min step outside. This event affects each investigator in the interior hall. The sudden darkness is overwhelming and you find yourself completely blind. We are going to test their wills, and we only need 1 success. So that's not bad. We've got... because they got 4 each. So let's start with Finn. No problem. Harvey. No problem. If you pass, you force yourself to press on, using your memory of the rune to navigate. If you fail, oh, if we failed, we would become restrained. That would be bad. Okay, that is it. And that was 3 turns, which seems good enough. So let us save and quit. Okay. So I figure next time we see if Finn and Harvey can quickly get in there and do some quick rummaging around before Alice comes back. Because I would not want to get on her bad side. I mean, you know, she's probably cool. She's just trying to do her job. But we need to know stuff. No offense, Alice. Min, well, she's out in the hall, or out in the lobby. Wonder if she can run interference. Anyway, think about it, and we'll see what happens next time. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. Thanks for subscribing to the channel and watching and liking the videos. Can't talk. Liking the videos, both on YouTube and Board Game Geek. It's appreciated. And we will see you next time for yet another round of Mansions of Madness 2nd Edition. So long.